Alright folks, what is up? This is One Big Bucket. I am coming at you with Euro Truck Simulator 2, and we are continuing our haul with our Scania. Now again, as I said when I did this before, the Scania was actually really unstable, but the reality is I'm not having that issue with the truck now. The truck actually seems as stable as it should be. So I'm actually wondering if it was an issue with the trailer, if the trailer was programmed, maybe misprogrammed differently, or there's something about the mod in the trailer that actually made the trailer a lot more different than what was supposed to be, for 34 tons versus the 40-ton trailer that we have now. Because the 40-ton trailer, this runs going a lot more smoothly. I don't have that hard leaning that when I turn the truck, it would hard lean left or hard lean right. Kind of like an old 4x2 trailer. So I'm actually really wondering if it was a truck issue or a trailer issue. And at this point, I'm actually leaning towards a trailer issue. But anyways, enough talk. Let us continue our journey. We did arrive here later in the evening, but it's alright. Not later we arrived here in the dark, is what I meant to say. But it's alright because it is actually just early morning, as you can see. So it'll be light again soon. Like I said, I'm not overly fond of doing runs at night because, I mean, if I'm doing heavy haul and stuff, that's fine, but when I'm actually like breaking down the trucks and doing them like heavy haul and beginner trucks, I really feel like I want the daylight there so it can be seen better. And we are going to have some speed bumps coming up here, and we all know how I feel about speed bumps. On one hand, I actually like them, but on the other hand, I don't know if it's game or if it's the physics mod or what have you, but we know that the trucks don't react the way they should. I didn't mean to come to a full stop, but okay. The front goes over just fine, but when you hit that second one, it actually lifts the cab up off the ground. So, unrealistic, there we go. That's just all there is to it. And one, and then, yeah, see, even the slowest, it completely picks the front of the cab up off the ground. And I don't like that. But it's minor. It's very, very minor. So this is not going to take too much longer. We're not going to have a lot of hard climbing. Yeah, that's typical. We're not going to have a lot of hard climbing like before. Unfortunately, which is sad. In a sense, I'm glad I'm redoing it because I'm getting to see that the issue may have not been with the truck. The issue, looks like it may have been the trailer was programmed differently. Basically, what it kind of turned out to be was the trailer looks like it was programmed as a much heavier trailer. It said 34, 36 tons, but it actually was acting as a trailer much, much heavier. Because I'm hauling the 40 tons and I'm not having, like I said, the issues. I know I've been over this several times, but it bears repeating to me at this point. So you see 40 tons, and we're hauling up a decent little climb here in 8th gear, so that's reasonably nice right there. You know, and we still got a climb going, but now we're in ninth gear. We're actually up about 10 kilometers. We will be coming into a city environment, obviously. The only thing that I kind of lamented over when it comes to my other run that I did prior to this was it was actually a really good road. It didn't have a lot of steep climb, but it was very, very curvy. Plenty of narrow country road areas. Plenty of plenty of challenge, basically, is what I'm looking for. There was a lot of challenge in the road. It was extremely impressive in every respect. And I'm actually going to turn down the next road rather than turn down this one. If I wanted to, I could go all the way around, but I don't. I'm going to turn this one. I think we shaved a few layers of paint off there. I'd be a little more careful with that one, I think. We already found this dealership somehow. Even though we found the dealership, it doesn't quite say that we've been down this road, which is strange. I don't quite understand how I can say we haven't been down that road, but whatever. Kind of looks like I went over the sidewalk a little bit, but we're alright. Hey, that load looks familiar. You know what I'd like an option in this game, if I'm going to be straight honest with you? The option to be able to put my freaking window down. Yeah, I'd like to be able to drive with my window open so I could hear things more. You know, so I can hear traffic going by more, and so I can hear, you know, the wind blowing in, you know, blowing through, and I don't know. The controls are there, but I can't turn them on. I mean, just that one option, I think, would make such a big difference in this game. People would be fooling with that all the time, and you know, you can leave it down when it's raining, but maybe your vision might get blurred once in a while from rain that splashes in through the windshield and all that. You see, straight ahead, that's the way I went on my last run. I actually went straight. So I'm going to obviously be turning here. Actually, make sure the trailer clears. And it's actually not. But I'm just going to bullet through because it's not that bad. I should have taken the corner wider, obviously. Basically, I don't know when you can get hit without turning your headlights on in terms of when it starts getting dark, but after 5 in the morning, once the clock passes the 5 a.m. mark, you can shut your lights off and you won't get fined for driving with your headlights off. So. I'm actually going to go through each of my high-end trucks after this video and after I do my second roundup video, and I'm going to mod them out, see what mods that I get. And I also got to buy more trucks for my new garage. I got to upgrade it. A lot of stuff I got to do. I just want to see how much money I can make when I play. Really got to slow this down. I know I went too low in the gearing, but this is a really beast of a corner here, so we got to make sure that we take it a little bit easy. Pretty sure it's his user error on this slowdown. Yeah, I know. Like I said, I'm pretty sure that we've taken this route before. I think this was the... Was this the Mercedes route? I think it may have been the Mercedes route. I'm not sure. And I'm almost positive we've been on this route before, but this is the last time we'll like absolutely positively have to take this particular route here. You know, and what I mean by that is go in this direction. I'll finally be able to just take long trips in whatever direction they go in, whether they cross Europe or they go into Africa, or, you know, whatever. The only thing is like I'll always be starting from the same spot. I'll be starting in Roma. So, I don't know. What I may end up doing is, you know, driving off camera to a different place and then picking up a load somewhere and then driving that load to wherever and then recording from there. So I'm not always starting in the same spot, you know. So like not always starting in Roma. So not much longer now. We're down to 137 kilometers. And again, like I said, this isn't exactly the road I was hoping for, much like the last time that we traveled it. But it's still, you know, we got a good climb out of it. And like I said, I've got the impressions of the Scania already. So it'll be all in my breakdown video. And again, I'm glad I got to do this over because, like I said, I'm seeing that things aren't as bad as I thought they were. Because the reality is that I'm handling much better with a heavier load. So I'm going to fault it to the trailer was the issue and not the truck. I'd still like it if it rained though. I think in all the recordings I've done, both beginner and high-end trucks, I really think that it's rained, what, once? One truck? I don't even remember what truck that was. Yeah, it had to be the trailer because if I came around that corner 50 kilometers with the other trailer, I'd have been across the street in the guardrail somewhere. without issue. Come on, baby, climb. Climb for me. Still losing speed. There we go. I got a convoy behind me. If I could hit a straight enough section of road, I'd actually take a screenshot. Look at that turbo whine, man. That's just some impressive shit right there. Like I said, with this route, we may not get the... When I say, like I said this the last video that I went on this route. I forget which truck it was. But we may not get the steep hill climbs that we got on the other hauls. But what we do get out of this is we get a really nice, long, less steep grade, which can be just as taxing. When it comes to driving a truck, you know, it can be just as taxing in every respect of the way. Screenshot as I go into the hill. God damn it! I wanted to get a good screenshot, and I didn't realize I was going into the guardrail. And of course, you know, for the screenshot, the game freezes. That was nice to know. But, user fault. A nice screenshot as I go into the car. Okay. That was the first actual screenshot I took, like, in the game. So, yeah. I was not ready for what was going to happen. I re-downloaded my Guild Wars 2 game and was trying to get back into it. And I'll be honest, I don't know how much I'm going to. Path of Exile's out, and I actually want to try Dragon's Prophet. I've been hearing a lot about it, so I'm going to go try Dragon's Prophet and see how that goes. You know, Dragon's Prophet does look like a lot of fun. You get to tame different dragons. And everybody can do it, not just one person. You can have your dragons fight for you, level them up, make them stronger. It's an interesting concept. It's a really interesting concept. And I love the look of the game. I've been considering going back and trying Terra again. You know, Terra's free to play. And I've been getting all kinds of messages to come back. And, you know, like I said, I'm considering it. I don't know if I'll actually go, but I'm considering it. Yeah, I really don't need my floating GPS for this section. I wish all the trucks did have a built-in GPS so that you could get used to using them. You know, that would be pretty cool, in my opinion. Oh, it just seems like my game's darker for some reason. Like the brightness has gotten turned down, and I wonder if it's defaulted back to normal. I love how you have to go around this big, like, boulder rock. You know, they couldn't have made the road to the city to cut in front of it. You have to go like, oops. You have to go all the way around for this one. And then make two sharp right-hand corners. Now, I know anyone who may want to say something, that that's not how you're supposed to take right-hand corners. You're really not supposed to swing out in your lane if you can help it. And actually, I didn't need to there because it was the extra wide lane to turn into. How you're supposed to take them is you actually, like, turn into the oncoming traffic lane if it's free. Because if you swing out and then go to swing to make your corner, what you're doing is you're giving the impression that you're making a left-hand turn, and then cars that are behind you, I'm not going to bother switching out. I'm going to do this one inside. And then what you do is you give the impression to other cars that that you're taking a left-hand corner, and so they'll come up on your right-hand side as you're making that swing, and you'll either nail them or they'll nail you. That's just how it would be. How it be. So I know that that's not how you're supposed to take corners in the truck, but I can get away with it in the game. Yeah, I honestly thought it was clear. That's impatience coming through to me. I want to get this. I've been impatient, and it's probably shown in this video in terms of my commentary. It's shown in terms of my commentary that I'm getting impatient because, like I said, this is the third time I'm having to record this, and I'm just, like, aggravated. That's all there is to it. I'm just aggravated with the game. I'm aggravated. Not with the game, but I'm just aggravated having to do this haul for the third time. And I want to get it done because I want to get this series done and move on to bigger and better things. Basically 60, 70, 80 ton trailers is what I want to move on to. I want to get my wheels over the line so that way when the light turns, which it's going to, I can actually go without it being called for running a light. We're almost at our destination. And soon we'll be done. I apologize for the inconsistency of this final video. The first one, despite all my rolling, was actually much better. It was a lot more my normal quality than what I'm doing right now. So, like I said, it's my own fault. It's, like I said, frustration coming through of doing this video for the third time, and I don't know why I keep repeating myself. You can tell when I'm a little frustrated, and or upset, or whatever the case may be. So I constantly repeat myself. I just constantly repeat myself, and that's how it is. I'm always going to repeat. But no, I'm kidding. All right, I'm kidding on that one. I'm kidding. Where would I be if I couldn't have a little bit of fun? Alright, why did you pop up? I don't like you there. So, we got a good chance to really get this into proper position. Which, of course, I'm not actually going to do. I'm going to completely mistow it. But, hey, where would I be if I didn't do that, right? Still, it should be one of our easier back-ins. Except that I can't see the... I got myself distracted. Ah, stop. That freaking thing popping up, it really shouldn't. I got rid of you for a reason. I didn't realize that it would pop up like that when you're backing up. Anyways, we got it there. In excellent work, in excellent condition. There's no damage to the cargo. Okay. Something I'm gonna fix in a minute. But there we go. That's the Scania right there. So, how do I break down the Scania? Oh, and we actually leveled up. We got full economy, full long distance, and full ADR. So now we can just start putting points and everything else and start maxing out. Well, like I said, I'm actually glad that I redid this. I truly am. I gotta go check out those new chassis. I'm actually glad that I redid this, basically because, like I said, it showed me that it seemed to be the trailer that was the issue instead of the truck. So the Scania, you know, it's a great truck overall. It's a very powerful truck, and you know, fortunately, a very stable truck, and I really truly enjoy it. You know, it's my favorite truck. But if I'm to be 100% honest with myself, when it comes to the top-end, high-end trucks, it's a three-way tie. You can go with MAN, even though it's not as powerful. It's not that far off either. And it's incredibly stable. It's much more forgiving in the corners than any other truck, as far as I can tell. So there's MAN, there's Scania, and there's Volvo, the top three trucks in the game as far as I'm concerned. So any one of those three would be perfectly fine in terms of being, you know, your finished high-end truck. And any truck would, honestly. Well, with two exceptions in my eyes, but that's my eyes only. And that'll be in my breakdown video. But, you know, like I said, Scania is my personal favorite. It's my personal choice as the best truck in the game. It just, to me, the looks, the feel, everything about it is just feels that much better. And that's all I can really say about it. Yeah, so there's not much more else to say. Again, it's like, I'm sorry we didn't get into our standard route, but it still was a good route, and it did show us everything that we needed to see. So Scania, it's an awesome truck. It's got plenty of power. It can go blow for blow with the Volvo, no problem. It can haul the heaviest loads without issue. So there you go, folks. That's me done for this video, and that's me done for the high-end truck series. I hope you've enjoyed watching these as much as I've enjoyed bringing to you. Make sure to watch for my roundup video to when I break down really quickly the beginner trucks and the high-end trucks. Until next time, folks, this is One Big Bugga signing out. If you could just leave a comment, rate, and subscribe, that'd be great. And I'll see you next time.